Lesson 3-9, Example 1. Our objective is learning to solve equations involving decimals. So here we have an equation. We have a variable, k minus 6 and 2/10 equals 9 and 5/10. And we want to know what k equals. In order to do that, we want to get k by itself. So I want to get rid of this minus 6 and 2/10. Well, I'm going to do the inverse of that. So I'm going to add 6 and 2/10. And if I do it to one side, I want to do it to the other side as well. Well, k minus 6 and 2/10 plus 6 and 2/10 is just k equals, and 6 and 5/10 plus, or 9 and 5/10 plus 6 and 2/10. I can add that together. The decimal comes straight down, and I end up with 15 and 7/10. Now I can double check this by taking 15 and 7/10 in for k and subtracting 6 and 2/10, and I should come up with 9 and 5/10. So let's see. 7 minus 2 is 5. My decimal comes straight down, and 15 minus 6 is 9. So my solution for this problem is correct. Let's take a look at another one. Here we have another algebraic equation. 6k equals 7 and 2/10. Well, whenever I see a number right next to a variable, that means that there is multiplication happening. That's the operation. So I have 6 multiplied by k is equaling 7 and 2/10. Well, I want to get k by itself, so I need to do the inverse of the operation, and that inverse is division. It's multiplication. The inverse of multiplication is division. So I'm going to divide by 6. I'm going to do it to both sides. So I end up with k over here. And 7 and 2/10 divided by 6, well, that requires a little bit more than just going in my head. So I'm going to rewrite it over here. 6 goes into 7 one time. The 2 comes down. 6 goes into 12 two times. I want to make sure my decimal comes straight up. And I have 1 and 2/10. So k should be 1 and 2/10. Double check that. 1 and 2/10 times 6. And I come up with 7 and 2/10. And that's what it should be. 6 times k, or 6 times 1 and 2/10, gives me 7 and 2/10. So k is 1 and 2/10. Let's look at one more. M divided by 7 equals 6/10. So that line right there, remember, means division. So m divided by 7 equals 6/10. Well, I want to get m by itself. So I'm going to multiply, do the inverse, multiply by 7. And since I do it to one side, I'm going to do it to the other. M times 7 divided by 7 is just m. And 6/10 times 7 is 4 and 2/10. I can double check that. M, which I'm saying now, is 4 and 2/10, divided by 7 should come out with 6/10. So 7 goes into 42 6 times. And that decimal comes straight up. So I end up with 6/10, and I should come up with 6/10, so that means that this solution is correct. This process is no different using decimals than it was using whole numbers. So using those inverse operations is going to help you be able to solve for variables.